Hey guys, back for part two. Um, two. Um, I don't know what that was. Sorry, but yeah. Oh, so Alberto Del Rio was getting introduced by his ring announcer Carlos. Well, I want to say Mencia, but obviously it's not. What is his name? It's like something I don't know. Ricardo Rodriguez. I don't know. But he gets interrupted by Tito Santana, who introduces Del Rio himself. So Del Rio comes out in his sick Bentley, and he's being driven by Chavo Senior or Chavo Classic, Chavo Guerrero's dad, I believe. He used to come out with Chavo back in like 2004 during Chavo's cruiserweight title run. It's good to see Chavo Classic. So we got Alberto Del Rio versus Sergeant Slaughter. Short match, nothing to it. Del Rio won with that like sick step up enziguri while Slaughter was in the corner. Got the 3 count. After the match, he put Slaughter in his armbar, but MVP runs out and makes the save. So then we get to go to commercial, come back. We get a WrestleMania, package showing up. Shows people buying their tickets over the weekend or whatever because they're on sale now. One of these days, before I die, that's what I want to do. I want to go to WrestleMania. Yeah, as a wrestling fan, that's the biggest thing there is, WrestleMania. Who wouldn't want to go to it live? So I hope to do that one day. So yeah, they show all that stuff. It's pretty cool. People getting their tickets and whatnot. Then Mae Young comes out with the Bellas, whatnot. Mean Gene, is there, is talking about her career. You've been around for a long time. She's 87. God bless her. For God's sake, she used to take power bombs through tables from Dudley's. What other diva, let alone superstar, will do that? So yeah, she comes out with the Bellas. So we're looking sexy. And Mae Young, I forget what she said when talking to Mean Gene. And then Cool comes out. Obviously, I should have expected this. Comes out and starts making fun of Mae Young or whatever. And this was honestly one of the, if not the best part of the night. Cool, Michelle, and Layla were making fun of May or whatever. I don't know, some being old. And then Mae Young gets on the mic and says, "Give me a match with these sluts right now." Oh, May, thank you for bringing some Celibita TV 14 back to us for a night. Called them sluts, and then she said, I think after she got on the mic again, she says, "I want these bitches right now." And King was laughing his ass off. By the way, King was back in his old school, red, his crown, his matching red suit. He was laughing his ass off. It was just great all around. Just great stuff. Mae Young calling Lakewood sluts and bitches. Oh, May, my respect for you just went up a little more. It's great stuff right there. And then, she starts kind of chasing him a little, and not really. She's just walking after him, and then it was no disqualification, I guess, this match. And then, Melina starts beating up on Layla. They take out Michelle, and then May slaps Layla in the face and kind of just pins her by, the old Jericho cocky pin, just stepping on him. 1, 2, 3. Mae Young wins. Good. Mad props, mad respect for her. She is truly a legend. 87 years old, and she's still trying to entertain people. God bless her, man. She made my night with those comments. Next to, what else happened later, which I'm about to explain. And so we go to commercial next. Howard Finkel announces the special guest commentator for the next match. Good old fucking JR. JR back announcing. Honestly, this put the biggest smile on my face hearing him announce again, call a match. I mean, you don't appreciate how good of an announcer JR was until he's not there. It sucks to say. It's true what they say. You don't realize how good something is until it's gone. And that's the case with JR in this instant. Just absolutely big pop for JR. Michael Cole obviously not happy about this. And God, Michael Cole, it's safe to say I wouldn't care if he wound up in a ditch tomorrow morning. It's how much I just could care less about him. You know, he had his moments on SmackDown over the years, but no. Sorry, Cole. So JR's how he doesn't even say hi to Michael Cole, just says, "Hey King, how are you?" There he shakes his hand for a bit, then basically pays attention to King. Comes out for the match, Daniel Bryan versus Jack Swagger. This was a good match, probably the match of the night. Um, Daniel Bryan, the whole time Cole kept saying, "You do realize I'm the voice of the WWE now." Like no one cares, Cole. And JR is just annoying Cole the whole time, saying, "So King, you know this match or whatever." Like great, just fucking great stuff. We go to commercial during the match, come back, and Cole they show him just asleep at the announce that's not funny at all. Just give it up, you faggot, you suck. And JR just calling the match. It's honestly, I couldn't get over. I wish this match went on the rest of the night. Like honestly, it's just so good hearing JR call a match again. It sounded like he didn't miss a beat. I really hope he would just come back. Like I hope Vince took into consideration the pop JR got tonight. Realized that no one likes Cole. Whenever he reads an email, he gets his ass booed out of the building. It was just great to hear JR. Oh man, that was good stuff. Um, and after the match, Daniel Bryan won with some huge kick right to the head. Got the 3 count. And after the match, and JR is about to leave, you know, he says bye to King, hugs him, whatnot, and smacks Cole in the face with his cowboy hat a few times because Cole's just talking shit the whole time. Like, you're retired, like, you're not supposed to be here, or whatever. What is this? But JR just smacked Cole with his cowboy hat. Just great stuff, man. JR is the fucking man. Michael Cole, you're not shit. Like, JR is the one and only true play-by-play guy ever to be in the WWE. True legend all around. JR, please come back full time. We miss you, man. Um, Next, all the legends are out on stage. They're introduced individually. Roddy Piper then comes out. So it's time for Piper's Pit, which was kind of like the main event, or it wasn't even a match, but it was the main thing, you know, ending evening. And then out, he introduces Cena. They talk a bit. Uh, Cena gives every time Cena gets like talks serious about how hard he's worked and wah, he looks like he's about to cry. Like his lips start quivering. Give me a break, you pussy. Man up. Stop. No one cares about your hard work. Like shut the fuck up. I'm so sick of Cena. So out comes Cena. Yeah, they talk. And then he says if Piper tells him if you give Wade Barrett the WWE title, like if you favor him and he ends up winning the title Survivor Series, you'll spit in the face of me and all the other guys who have never held the WWE title. I didn't even realize Piper was never WWE champion. And he mentioned other guys who were like Ricky Steamboat, Mr. Perfect. Now, how in the hell are legends of this business like that never been WWE champion? Yet guys like John Cena is a 9-time world champion. How is that possible? I mean, even Sheamus is a 2-time WWE champion. Piper and all these guys have never been champion. Although I like Sheamus a lot. I'm a big fan of his. I hope he has more championship runs than Cena does. But I just thought that was kind of weird. Anyway, Cena, yeah, like I said, almost starts like crying. And then Barrett comes out, interrupts. He makes Cena. He said he's got a Nexus shirt on his shoulder, and he says, I should have done. I'm disappointed in myself for not doing this like a month ago or a few weeks ago. After Hell in a Cell, he's like, but I'm gonna make you do this now. Put it on right now, or fire you on the spot. And Cena finally, John Cena puts on a Nexus shirt. And I gotta tell you, he looks pretty fucking good in one. Minus this gay little purple armband. Just replace those, the couple black and yellow and Nexus armbands. Rock your black and yellow Nexus hat. You'll be good to go, John. So then, Orton comes out. RKO's Cena. After Cena, Orton was about to like attack Barrett, and Cena steps in. Or Orton's about to RKO Barrett. Cena steps in, gets RKO'd. Then Orton's about to punt Cena throws Barrett out of the ring. About to punt Cena. Cena gets FU's Orton. And Barrett walks in like, good job or whatever. And then Cena FU's Barrett. rips off the Nexus shirt, of course, and she says like, I should have done that a long time ago. And then Raw ends with Piper was holding up Cena's hand after they left the ring, and then Raw ends with Cena, getting this little 3 hustle, loyalty, respect on the ramp. So on overall, I thought this Raw, I liked it a lot. I'm gonna tell you, the matches may have not been that great, but I thoroughly enjoyed it tonight. It was good seeing all the old school stuff. It was, it wasn't the Attitude Era setup or whatever, or the old WWF logo, but Attitude Era logo. But it was still great to see, man. All this, and by the way, in the beginning of the entrance opening, they had World Wrestling Federation, then they crossed out Federation, and then put Entertainment, which is kind of funny. But overall, I enjoyed tonight's Raw. I thought it was a good 3-hour Raw. It was a good crowd, Hershey, Pennsylvania. Some good promos. Just it was. Hearing Mae Young say sluts and bitches on TVPG was just absolutely phenomenal. And JR, I fucking love you. I miss you so much. Like, I think I speak for a lot of other kids. Please come back and announce Michael Cole's god awful. I bet King misses you. And Cole even had the audacity to call himself a future Hall of Famer. Give me a fucking break. I take dumps that have pieces of corn in it that are worth more than you, Cole. Sorry to get graphic like that, but that's just the truth. But yeah, Raw tonight was I really enjoyed it. So this is the last Raw before Survivor Series. Survivor Series Sunday. I'm from Miami, Florida, American Airlines Arena. I'm looking forward. Oh, and by the way, this is another, out of the blue, they announced a traditional Survivor Series elimination tag team match. This came out of absolutely no build up. That's why bragging rights sucked with that shit. They didn't even have any build up. But it's Rey Mysterio's the captain of one team and Alberto Del Rio's the captain of the other. I guess this is just gonna continue their feud. Del Rio, Ray's team? It's like Ray, Big Show, Chris Masters, Kofi, and MVP versus Del Rio's team. It's him, Tyler Rex, hang on, I'm gonna look it up right now. Who's on his team? The rest of them. Who's on his team? Sorry, just kind of caught me out of nowhere. And speaking of Del Rio, I'm really starting to become a big fan of his. I just think he's great on the mic.
Congratulations, you won.
Okay, I didn't win anything. But yeah, Del Rio, he's an excellent in-ring performer. Sorry, I got about a minute left in this vid. Sorry so long, guys. I just like to go in depth on this, but the match was, the team was teams. Hey, maybe I don't know. I can't find it, but I'll read when I do my Survivor Series predictions this week, upcoming weekend. I'll give you the lowdown, maybe even do a SmackDown review. But tonight's old school Raw was definitely old school. It was great to see all those old legends. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. So anyway, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you enjoyed Raw tonight, and I'll be back on the weekend to do my Survivor Series predictions and then reviews. So have a good rest of the week, guys. I'm out. Peace.